Hey guys, I'm back. This is going to be the next step in making my lace closure wig. Um, in the last video, I told you we had to bleach the knots, and we had to bleach the knots. We had to put foundation the um under the knots, and so I want to show you that the knots are bleached, and I have foundation on my new cap as well, because I'm going to build this new cap into my wig, so I don't have to always do a new cap on my head or whatever. So with that being said, you can check out how natural this scalp is, how it's going to match my complexion. You have to use the foundation for your complexion first and foremost. And so the next thing I'm going to do is, obviously I have it pinned down, so you're gonna need wig clips. This is not wig clips, this is wig pins. I got mine from Sally's, and all I do is jam it. All I do is line it up with the part that I want to lay down. Like that, and I make it nice and flat. I don't want no bubbles in my lace, and I just push it into the styrofoam head, and that will make it stay still. Got me? So next thing I'm going to do off of this is how the hairs look after I had to wash it, after I bleached the knots. So it's a nice shout out to my website. You can get you a lace closure and bundles off of my website, https // A+ virgin hair, and you'll be happy that you ordered. They got 2-day shipping, so there should be no issues with that. So right now what I'm going to do, I'm going to thread my needle, and then I'm going to begin sewing the lace onto this wig cap. Okay, and that's how I built in the new cap. In the next part of this series, I'm going to go ahead and cut the rest of the, after I have this sewed down, I can cut the rest of the existing nude cap. I can cut the rest of that off, because I don't need the nude cap under everything. So that's my thread. Cut that. I gotta cut it some more, because as you can see, I have it's not nice and smooth like I want it to be. So here we go. Cut that some more. If it's not smooth enough, then it's going to be hard to get the needle to go through. So here I am getting the needle through the hole. Bringing the needle through the loop, lining it up from end to end. End to end. Okay, now it's meshed up. And now I'm going to wrap it around my finger. Oh God, sorry, I can't see right here. Okay, wrapping it around my finger. 1 time, 2 times, and a crisscross. And I take this. Sometimes I do it that way, sometimes I don't. But before I started doing it, where I take the needle under the thread like I just did, I just roll it. I'm gonna have to roll it off of my finger anyway. So here I go. I just roll it down, roll it down, roll it down. And that made a knot, as you can see. I like to have a knot. Most hairstylists, the hairstylist that taught me how to make wigs, she doesn't like to do knots. I cut off the excess because I do want the knot to be small, but the knot gives me more security with my wig making. So I'm gonna keep on talking to you guys and demonstrating until I reach the 10 or 15-minute mark, and then I will go on to the next step. So take the wig cap off here, put the wig cap here, and start on head pin, get down with the wig pins, place the closure on the wig cap, pull the new piece order on the closure, begin sewing the closure to the cap. I'm going to begin sewing the closure to the cap from the back to the side all the way to the front. I wrote these directions myself because I go to church and my pastor said write the vision down. Reverend Wright, she's one of my she's the assistant pastor at my church, House of God Grover, and she says write the vision down and make it plain. So I'm trying to position this camera so y'all can see more of what I'm about to do. So I'm starting back here. And I'm sewing it under the lace. Okay. And the way I sew is, see, with that knot being there, I don't have to worry about it ever falling off or coming out. And my wig pins got it in place, so I don't want to have to worry about it being any bubbles. Now, okay, I want you to see the braided wig cap makes it easy for me also, because all I'm doing is sewing right under the braid, and then I wrap the thread around 1-2 times, and then I pull it straight on through. That is called lock and stitch. That's the lock and stitch method. Now the other method, I personally don't use it because that method because it always seems to make a loop in the and when you go to comb it, you don't want any loops in your thread when you're making a wig. You want it to just be able to easily be able to brush through it or comb through it without getting the teeth of your comb stuck on any thread loops. Okay, so until I get a sewing machine, I'm going to be making my wigs this way. And so I just make sure I got it laying down nice and flat. Put the needle under the braid of the braided wig cap. Wrap it around the needle 2 times. And keep going in that direction until I get all the way to the end of the lace. So I'm at the 10-minute mark, so I'm just going to turn her around so you can see. You see the thread right here. This is as far as I've gotten because I'm trying to teach you, talk to you, and go slow. So that's how I did that. And so you see it's no loops. A thread where you would get your teeth or your comb stuck or there, it's gonna lay nice and flat. And all I'm gonna do is keep sewing, 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 sewing all the way to the end of the lace. And I'm gonna do the same exact thing to the other side. It needs to be lined up correctly because it's gonna make bubbles in your lace, and that's gonna be annoying when you want it to lay down and be nice and smooth like a real scalp. Okay. And so the wig pins is still holding it down. I'm taking the wig pins out as I go because I cannot sew the wig pins on there. That's gonna make a loop in the thread as well. So you don't want to do that either. And thank you for watching. I'll be right back.